Air in Wakiso is thick with the sound of clacking birds and hum of incubators. It's a typical workday at Wakiso Farm Supplies, one of Uganda's leading poultry farms, and the energy here is unshakable. Workers move systematically, carrying feeds, checking water lines, and monitoring the brooding rooms. Standing at the center of it all is Christine Kasanje, a co-founder and one of the key forces behind the farm's steady rise. She welcomes us with a warm smile, ready to walk us through the operations that supplies thousands of birds and fertilized eggs across Uganda.
I'm called Kasanje Christine, co-founder Wakiso Farm Supplies. This farm is located in Wakiso town along Bukasa Road, and we do deal in poultry chicken, especially we are called the breeders. This is because we breed, we have the old chicks, we have 1 month old, we have old birds, then we also sell fertilized eggs. Okay, right now we have over 5,000 birds. Yes, because these ones, this house, like you see it, it takes 2,000 birds. We have the lower level 2,000 and even the middle level 2,000. So when you add the other ones, the parent stock, we roughly had like 8,000 at the farm. Chicken, especially we are called the breeders. This is because we breed, we have the old chicks, we have 1 month old, we have old birds, then we also sell fertilized eggs.
Inside the incubation area, there is a noticeable warmth and a low buzz from the machine. Christine picks up an egg and demonstrates a process that seems simple but takes skill candling.
There is a way how we do candle those eggs, but we always candle them when they are in the incubator at around 18 days. But when the egg is out of the house, let's say for example we get the egg from here, you cannot see that it is fertilized because it has not yet gone to the incubator. But then when the birds have the cocks, if they are both the hens and the cocks, it means that that egg is fertilized. Though there are some instances where you can get unfertilized eggs. For example, the birds have got some diseases, or for example, the cocks are very few, according to the hens that are available, or the cocks are very many. Because the cocks will not be able to fertilize the eggs. They will be fighting over the hens when the hens are few. They will be just fighting when they are many. So those instances can lead the egg not to be fertilized. But when you have the ratio, the right ratio, for example, we always do one hen to 7 cocks. That is a ratio of 1 to 7. So you are sure that the egg is fertilized.
Wakiso Farm Supplies wasn't Christine's idea initially. It began with the passion of a veterinary doctor, but over the years, Christine has become a backbone of its operation.
Poultry is mainly passion. Yes, because from the start, as I told you that this farm was started by Dr. Wakiso, I found him later, but for him he had a passion from the start. Yeah, he started rearing the local hens from the village. You get a hen, you give it the eggs, it incubates them, then you go on increasing. So that is how we started. But what I can tell you, passion is the first, because we had passion and we love what we are doing.
Over time, Christine and the team have grown the business from the modest operation into a national supplier, distributing poultry to every region of Uganda: the East, West, North, South, and Central.
Yeah, we have been in business for over 14 years now. and we have been supplying day-old chicks, 1 month-old chicks to different parts of the country. We do supply in Mbare, we do supply in Arua, we do supply in the Western region. So we have been in business for over 14 years. And according to my experience, if you have passion and you love what you're doing, poultry is a profitable investment. Is an investment that you can invest in and you get what you have invested in. That is, if you have passion and if you get enough knowledge about them.
Their reputation is rooted in consistency, professionalism, and their unique approach to poultry health, especially vaccination.
It's vaccination schedule, because the vaccination has a schedule. You have to start from this, and this. Now, from where we started from, we are using this format of vaccinating after every week. Yeah, like we do Newcastle this week, then next week Gomboro, then the other week Gomboro. But then, from our experience, when we vaccinated those birds after a week, we found them that the disease has already entered. The virus has already entered, but we don't know we don't know that it has already entered. So after vaccinating, you start seeing some signs of that very disease that you have vaccinated. So that is why we resorted to doing our own vaccination schedule according to our experience and according to the research that we have done. So
the farm now uses high quality vaccines imported from Israel, an investment that Christine believes is worth every shilling.
at Wakiso Farm, we majorly use the Bimeda vaccine. The company is called Bimeda, but that vaccine is from Israel. That is the vaccine. It is very expensive, somehow expensive, but when you use it, you're sure that you have vaccinated. Farmers should mind where they get their vaccines, because now there is a tendency of starting a drug shop, drug shop now and then. Today the drug shop is there, another day the drug shop is there. Now those drug shops, some of them, they don't know how to handle those vaccines. Secondly, they don't have a generator. So that because these vaccines should be 100% in the refrigerator. Yes, because we have to keep that vaccine live. Now, when the electricity goes, for example, nowadays the electricity is now and off. But when it goes, then some vendors of the drug shop, they don't know that they should put in a generator to keep the refrigerator on. But when the electricity is off, everything is off. Even the vaccines, they are there. So some of the vaccines, they don't become effective to the birds, especially when you use that vaccine. But this is the way how you should vaccinate. First of all, on that same day, you should not do any medication. Yeah, because medication alternates with the vaccine. So you should not do any medication on the day of vaccination. Secondly, you should not wash with these feeders or drinkers. You should not wash them with the detergent on the day of vaccination. This is because that detergent also alternates with the vaccine. It reduces the contents of the vaccine, and the vaccine may end up not being effective to the birds. Then secondly, you should either vaccinate in the morning or in the evening. Yes, this is because in the morning, there is no heat to alternate the vaccine, because this vaccine, remember, you have to vaccinate it at a very cool temperature. Yes, because even when you are given a vaccine, it should be at a very low temperature, because we even use the ice. Yeah, the vaccine, you should vaccinate when the vaccine is on the ice, to keep that cool temperature so that the vaccine keeps alive.
Christine continues to emphasize that farmers shouldn't blindly follow another farm's vaccination routine.
We usually tell the farmers that where you have got the birds, you tell them to give you the vaccination schedule of those birds, because they have the way how they vaccinated the parent stock. So these offspring should be vaccinated the same way to avoid the outbreaks of such diseases. Because when we give you our breed, let's say we have given you broilers, then you go and vaccinate them after 1 week. It means that you have cancelled how we vaccinated the parent stock. You see, so how we vaccinated the parent stock is the same way you should vaccinate the offspring. So our vaccination schedule is like this. We start with Marex at day 1, then we vaccinate Newcastle IB, that is infectious bronchitis, on the 2nd day. Then after 3 days, we vaccinate Gomboro. After 3 days, we repeat the Newcastle plus IB, that is Newcastle plus infectious bronchitis. Then we go on with fowlpox on 28th day. That is roughly when the birds are 4 weeks. Then we go on with fall typhoid, that is 1.5 months, when birds are 6 weeks. Then we go on. Some of the farmers, majorly, especially the broilers, we always advise them to stop at fowlpox or fall typhoid, depending on how the birds will keep on the farm. Because for the broilers, for them they do sell at around 6 weeks. So meaning after doing a fall typhoid, then you can start selling your birds like after 1 week or 1.5 weeks. But then for the broilers, we advise them after fall typhoid to go on and vaccinate coryza, infectious coryza. This is a disease where the birds get some white sting in the eye. Yes, that is the disease we call coryza. Then another wound that we later on got to know about the vaccination is the mycoplasma. Then after coryza, you vaccinate the mycoplasma, because the vaccine is also there. That is how we vaccinate our parent stock. Meaning when you take our birds, especially from us, Wakiso Farm, you have to vaccinate them that way. This is because this is how we have treated the parents. So the offspring should also be treated the same way. And then you should vaccine Newcastle IB. That Newcastle IB will vaccinate it with 1 drop in the eye. Yes, some of the farmers don't know how to vaccinate. They don't know where they should vaccinate. So that you do 1 drop in the eye. That is on the 2nd day. Then after 3 days, you vaccinate Gomboro the same way how you vaccinated the Newcastle IB. So the vaccines are different. Yes. Now, some of the signs where you can know how your birds, whether your birds have Newcastle or not. First of all, for the Newcastle, the birds tend to have a twisted neck. Yes, you see a hen is like this. That means you vaccinated the Newcastle, but maybe you did it poorly. And even vaccinating does not mean that they should not get sick. Yeah, well, you can, because like the way we vaccinate polio, the way we vaccinate influenza, you can vaccinate, but then someone gets sick. So vaccinating does not mean that they should not get sick. Then secondly, the birds tend to have white diarrhea. Yes, white diarrhea, and then you see them, they are not lively. That means they have Newcastle. Though those signs can be can be the sign of another disease, but for mainly Newcastle, if you see the twisted neck, or in the laying birds, if you see the shells of the eggs are not tightened, like you get an egg, but the egg is transparent. You can see what is inside. That means that your birds have got some Newcastle. For Gomboro, when it hits your farm, you see we have like 8,000. But when Gomboro hits us, we can remain like 200. With like 200. That means Gomboro is a very severe disease. Yeah. it can almost claim all the birds that you have at the farm. So for Gombolo, for them they do something like they do something like obukoti, they call them bukoti. You see birds, they tend to lose weight, they tend to do like this, they are not lively. Yes. So when you see that sign, it means that the Gomboro is coming your way. And another thing is severe death. Like on the first day, you have they have died like out of 100, you have lost like 10 or 15. That means that is a severe death. Especially we always consider it to be Gombolo. Yes. Then another one, we have the fall pox. Then we have a fall typhoid. Fall pox is at 28 days. Then fall typhoid at 6 weeks. Yes. Then we have infectious coryza. I have already explained where you get that white thing on the eye. Then we have mycoplasma. Mycoplasma is where they have a big head. They have a big head. Then when you also squeeze them, you see that fluid from the nose. Yes, that means some of them have mycoplasma.
Christine walks us back to her office, where framed certificates and photos of the farm's progress hang proudly on the wall. It's clear this is more than a job. It is a journey of purpose and impact. As the tour ends, a fresh delivery truck leaves the compound, filled with crates of vaccinated chicks, bound for a farmer in northern Uganda. It's a symbol of what Wakiso Farm Supply has become. Not just a farm, but a hub of knowledge, quality, and nationwide impact. For anyone seeking to venture into poultry, Christine's story is a proof that with passion, knowledge, and patience, poultry farming isn't just possible, but it's powerful.